What is up, Pyromaniacs? Palisades is here. We are back in the 1122 pack, and I kind of like being back on Sphax. This first episode where we're back on Sphax, I think the only time I don't like it is the steam here. Like, that's literally almost impossible to read. So that's kind of fucked up. I'm curious if the GUI over here still looks okay. Eat, yep. I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay, so I have to give a shout out to Zarian. Now, we don't know if he deserves it yet, but I'm going to give it to him anyway. So, where is it? Here we go. Supposedly, you don't want to have, and this makes sense to me, you don't want to have mechanism stuff across chunk lines. Well, at least not this multi-block. If you put it across chunk lines, we have the problem we have right now where it doesn't start. We're going to test that today. We're going to move this thing back, which is funny. I literally only have to move it 3 blocks back, technically. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it off camera so you guys don't have to watch it. And then we're going to rehook it, fire it, shut the server down, or not server, it's not, I mean, it is a server, but it's not. Shut the game down and then shut it back, or turn it back on and see if we maintain. And then if we do, I can blow all this away and be very happy. Okay, so stick with me. We'll be right back and we'll have a new reactor. All right, my friends, we are back. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to fix a small... I did that completely the other way around than what I wanted to do. That's fine. Alright, we do not. Now we do. I turn auto sort off. I put 4 here and it should make me 1. It does. Alright, so that's how you make a hole run. And then over here, I'm going to put a hole run in here, which should be the last time I need to make one of these if everything works out right. There we go. All right, so let's go over what we did. I reworked this just a bit. Power's coming out here. I got rid of some of the spaghetti because the cables were jacked. I got rid of the interface here because we didn't need it. We're pumping in trite here. I always forget the name of that shit. Deuterium on the right, even though it shows up on the left, and trite on the left, even though it shows up on the right. Not confusing at all. We've got the water hooked back up over here. For some strange reason, this just looks off to me, but it's not. It's how it's built, but it definitely... Because last time I built it from the bottom up, this way, I just broke it down and I built it from the left over. So I think I just feel weird about how it was built. And I just realized, okay, we don't need you anymore. Where do you get your power from? Okay, I literally don't need this whole fucking line. So we're going to get rid of this whole line, because that's just a fucking eyesore. There we go. And then ultimate universal cables. I am going to temporarily jack into here, but I think we're going to be able to get rid of that here pretty quickly. I just want to make sure these lasers are blasting. It does look like they are. They're not consistent, but they are blasting. We have 2 billion RF in there. Just to double check, Halcyon or Halram with full DT. We're good. We're good. And I've got the rate set to 10, which is what we were doing last time. All right, hold on to your butts. Bam. Okay, turn you off. We don't need you anymore. We are cooking with gas. How are we doing here? Okay, so the water is still empty. We are producing. I want to have it on RF attack, please. There we go. All right, how's the fuel holding? Fuel is holding steady. So we should be good. Water is now filling up because it takes a minute. I think at a certain temperature, these are too hot for it. And it can't keep up. But the case temperature will eventually drop to 125, and then the plasma temperature will drop to 375. So, but yeah, the water will charge, and then we should be emitting a metric flux on this. Yeah, over. We were at 500,000 millibuckets. So, perfect. Okay. I'm going to let this fire for a second just to build up some juice because we need 400 to fire this thing up, even though I just put 2 gigas into it. Double check you. You're full at 1.4 gigs. And you have what, 400 in you? Yeah, 400 million. So that's 2. We basically, for all intents and purposes, have 2 gigs. All right. Hold on to your butts, people. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Because I really would like to disassemble the whole... Because I have something else I'd like to put where the laser setup is. Whoops. Single player. Yeah, this misprofiling world launches every single fucking time I launch the pack, which is annoying, but that's fine. All right, going in. Fingers crossed, my friends. God, I hope this works. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, dude. You know you're... So I say this. When you're a little kid, or at least when I was a little kid, you look at adults and you're like, man, I can't wait till I'm an adult. And then I always waited for that moment where you go from, you know, being crazy and stupid and not giving a shit to, hey, it's still working. So that was the problem. Just the fact that it was over chunk borders. So if you're having problems with the reactor, hit F9 twice. Make sure it is in one chunk. Not 2. And chunks are pretty big, 16 by 16. Make sure it's in a chunk, and you'll be fine. So anyways, as my story was rudely interrupted by myself, I always waited, you know, for that moment when, you know, you stopped being a kid and you stopped thinking like a kid, so to speak. You stopped, you know, wanting to have fun all the time, et cetera, et cetera. And then you know, became a boring, stuffy adult that did boring, stuffy adult things. And as I got older and older, it never happened. And I started to realize, holy shit, adults are just kids with different bodies and like falling apart and all that shit. And there's no difference between us and them, and you never grow up. It was kind of a scary thing to realize. At the same time, it was kind of cool because it made me think about my parents in a whole different way, so to speak. But at the same time, I was like, wow, it doesn't necessarily suck because, you know, you get to stay being a kid, but at the same time, you're like, well, I was kind of hoping for some special change. But anyways, I went into all of that to say I was shopping and I was doing the groceries, and I snagged some hot dogs and a big old thing of beans. And because when I was growing up, my mom used to make me beanie weenies, which are just beans chopped up into, or I'm sorry, weenies, hot dogs, for those of you guys who are not grow up where I went up and maybe don't know what a weenie is. And I don't mean a weenie, you idiots. And you fry up if you want to do it good, you fry up the weenies in like a skillet, and then you dump them into the beans. And then they're kind of charred a little, not charred like blackened, but like they're crisped up a little bit. If you've, and again, this is going to show my age. If you've ever fried bologna in a skillet and let it crisp up a little bit, not like crunchy, but you know, almost. That's what we're talking about. And then you put that in with some Bush's baked beans, and then you're in heaven right there. I'm telling you what. Good stuff. So if you never had beanie weenies, you're missing out. You should try it. You'll thank me later. Trust me. Who do you take food advice from? You take it from the fat guy. That's just how it works. Okay, let's break all this shit down. So, what are we going to work on today? Today, we are going to work on storing an absolute metric fuck ton of power. Because we don't have a way to do so right now, and that's hurting us pretty badly. I mean, I wouldn't say badly. It's just, it is hurting us. Let's put, god dang, I have so much. Let's do osmium, because osmium is something that we will want to store. There we go. At least for now. We're gonna probably end up, probably end up using something else soon, but for now, god dang, dude, do you know how many cables we wasted on this whole setup? Oh, don't do that. No, don't do that either. There we go. Trying not to take out my my giant brine maker so that the fucking reactor doesn't shut down while we're, running it finally, because that would be shameful. Go through all this trouble and then end up having the reactor shut down because of a stupid move on my part. Alright, so we're gonna have to do lead now, which is funny. We haven't used lead for like anything in this pack, really, which I find strange, because usually, you use it for something, and I'm sure there's something we'll use it for. I mean, we can pull up the damn recipe here in a minute. Oh, this is going to be annoying. So the problem we're having, for those of you guys who've never played Minecraft before, may not be familiar, if you're flying and or swimming, you mine you mine slower. And so here I am trying to mine this last block out of the sky. Let's do that. And it's rather difficult because I am flying. Okay. I don't care about the lasers, honestly. I'm picking them up because we need them, or we don't need them, but I don't want to trash them. But they're not something we'll ever use again, I don't think. Hopefully, knock on wood, never use them again, ever. Knowing my luck, there will be something we'll still need them for here in a few, but maybe we'll get lucky and we won't. Okay, so we don't have 10 in the system. I am going to make more ME stuff. I'm just not doing it now. Reason I'm not doing it now, it would take time and we don't need it. Okay. So, what we are going to make today, give me just a sec to flip over. There it goes. Let me move this. Sorry, I'm fixing my... Okay. We're going to make an induction matrix. So an induction matrix is a multi-block that can be 16 by 16 by 16. Sorry. Okay. 18 by 18 by 18, but the inside can be 16 by 16. So we're going to need induction casing. So let's do that first. There it goes. What do you want to bet? This is going to be expensive. Oh, motherfucking shit. Okay. Okay. Yep. There we go. Alright. And then I want to make sure... No, it's going in here, isn't it? Yes. So we're going to put all 22 of the compressed carbon in there and then run it through. Alright. And then I know we're going to need... Wow, each individual casing needs one of these? Dear God. That's gonna... Dude, we are about to burn through some iron. Like we have never burned through iron before. Go ahead and dump. Fill that up, and then there we go. I'm so happy to be back on Sphax. Oh my God, we burned through all that carbon? Are you kidding me? Yeah, we're gonna need an absolute metric shite ton of this. There we go. So what this thing does is it allows you to make a configurable multi-block energy cube. And this series has rapidly become one of those series where it is no longer about a specific goal, i.e. like usually I'll have a goal of let's go to the moon, or let's do this, or let's build that. Now it's let's build absolutely everything that's fucking ridiculous and insane and then build it bigger. And that's kind of what we're doing. So we're going to build... Wow, okay. We're going to do more of this, probably, too. We're going to build a fully sized induction matrix for a couple reasons. One, it's going to look cool. Two, why the hell not? And 3, because no one's here to stop me. That's probably the the real reason. Because there is not an adult in the house to tell me, bad, no, don't do it, why? And that includes you people. You guys are all like, yeah, do it, Pyro, do it. So you guys are all at least fit. How did the auto sort get turned off? I didn't turn it off. I'm confused. We were literally just fucking using it, and now it just, what? Confusion. Alright, that's fine. I'm run that in there. Maple, you better get out of there. Come here, baby. Maple, come here. Maple. Leave it. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Now sit down. Sit. Good girl. Now you're going to sit right here so Daddy doesn't have to kill you. No. Good girl. Okay, so all the steel just got input. What just spat out? Oh, okay, so the chest closing, it looked like something spat out. I was like, what the fuck just shit out of my fucking thing? Okay. I need to put more enriched iron in here. Take all this out. So we're still... Wow. We went through a whole stack of... Yeah, we're going to make... We're going to be using a lot of this, guys. Okay, no, I want to... You definitely want to enrich this shit. You don't want to do it. Another thing we're going to do after this, after we get the power stuff stabilized, because I want to be able to store the juice that we're making, we're then going to go ahead and do the 5x processing, because all the guys in Discord were yelling and screaming and like, no, you can't stop now, because it's not completely ridiculous enough. I'm like, all right, fine. And then, if we need to, we can always just rerun the thing. Okay, so let's make some of these. Do I have enough gold tablets? Do I have enough redstone? I think we have enough of everything, and then I should be able to feed. Let me put these and put you here. I'm actually surprised that I don't have this in the system yet, honestly. Pulling the moss stone out. Because I'm going to just put it over here. We don't need it. We might later, though, because moss stone actually has some uses. So I don't want to take it out. Alright, that should have freed that up. Which should... Are you kidding me? It didn't free it? What the fuck? Dude. Bruh. Pulling that cash out. Pulling... Oh, God. I mean, it's one item. But it's one item that can't stack and goes to 22. So yeah, we're not pulling that out. Reactor frame we don't need. I just need to make some bigger chests. No, I just need to make a bigger fucking chip. I will, I promise. We'll get there. Okay, now we got all that. Beautiful. Okay. So we need several of these. I'm going to stop it right there. And we're going to build this and then go. So I'm going to put... Can I put these back in? I don't think I... Oh, wow, it freed up all that. Okay. I got these have to be in the system for the product. Okay, I definitely don't need these anymore, ever. There we go. We hardly mine anymore, honestly. Okay, did it get inputted into the system? Really? You're not gonna go for me? Please pull the furnace. Why is there even a furnace? Just making a pile. Okay, there it goes, finally. Let's say I'm just making garbage over here. There it goes. 36. Alright, we need more PCBs. There we go. Put those back up top. What did we just put? Yeah, I don't need these anymore. So we're just gonna set up a pile of shit over here we don't need anymore. Whoops. Making a few more PCBs. Because we are going to need quite a few of these monsters. And a few of you guys are like, dude, what the fuck, man? Why are you making so many of those? You didn't hear the dimensions of the box that we're making? No? Weren't listening? This is going to be absolutely insane. And I don't want to have to keep building it over and over again. Alright, there we go. Oh, no! I didn't mean to make steel gear! Ah! I hate you! Literally just wasted a fucking asinine amount of steel. That's fine. How much steel do we have left? We have 3 ingots left. Well, actually, no, we got more than 3. I guess it finally had sympathy on me. It was like, oh, dude, this guy is fucking up. There's no way he wants this much. We should shut it down. Alright, iron. There we go. We're going to feed that into here because we're going to need more. Are you kidding me? Okay, there we go. There you go. Gimme, gimme, gimme. There you go. There you go. There you go. Alright. Alright, I think we got enough to get started and we can lay out the baseline for this thing. This is going to be absolutely insane. A type of energy resistant casing used in the creation of an energized induction matrix multi-block. Jesus Christ, that is a massive mouthful of stuff. An absolutely massive mouthful of stuff. How are we doing on carbon? We are bleeding out. Alright, we'll make 3 stacks. Go. Put that in, followed by that, and that, and that, and that, and that. There we go. I'm just going to process this, and then we're going to go lay it out. This is going to be nuts. Absolutely, probably one of the craziest things I've ever built. Why are you blinking at me? Stop. There we go. Oh, there we go. I was like, why is it not working? Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna let that process. Why are you going slow? Okay, I guess you're not. All right. So we're gonna build this thing over here, which means we're gonna take this thing down, which is fine because I don't want this thing. There we go. All right. I will keep the other thing, but we're not. Oh wow! How did I miss this? Seriously? Okay. All right. So we're gonna be piping all of this thing in from. You know what? We're gonna build it in this hole. This just sounds. It feels right. It feels right. Okay, so a correctly formed induction matrix will spark once with redstone, blah, 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 blah. Induction matrix will only form if the cell structure is a rectangular prism 16 by 16 by 16 or smaller, and the casing structure is a rectangular prism of 18 by 18 by 18 or smaller. All edges of the block must be made using induction casing. So we need an 18 by 18 block of induction casing. So I am going to start right here. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is an 18 block. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Do the same thing over here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is the base. That is an 18 by 18 base. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Jesus. All right. Same thing here. 1. Okay. Figured you guys were tired of hearing me count, so I stopped. Oh, whatever, you just forgot how to count, didn't you? You got me. Wow, I actually expected to kind of run out of this stuff, but we actually made enough, I think, to make the layout. Which is, whoops. Okay. Which is kind of impressive for me. Yeah, that one I didn't count, so there you go. That one I did. I love that there's no fall damage for blazes. If there was, even with fly, I would have killed myself a few times. Okay. I don't know if this is going to do anything once this is all connected. I don't think it will. Okay. Okay, all faces other than edges can be filled using either induction casing or induction ports in any configuration regardless of how the inside is set up. Alright, so then we have to, oh my god, we have to fill this thing. Now, induction ports, I believe, are, all they do is, oh my god, we're gonna need so much of this. Like, I truly thought I had this understood in my head, but I don't know if we realize, like, how much of this we're gonna be burning. Like, we're legit gonna be burning an absolute asinine amount of this stuff. Like, holy motherfucking god. This is gonna be huge. Alright, I'm gonna build the cube. There's no reason for y'all to watch it. I am gonna use the builder's wand to build the cube, which is great. It might be a 90s kid if you got that reference. And then I'll cover building the inside. Because the inside... What's really weird about this thing is the outside is 18 by 18, but the inside is 16 by 16. Which doesn't make sense to me, because that means there's a 2-block gap between this. So, like, this is 18. And then that's 17. That's 16. So it's like, I'm trying to shrink this to the inside because it's a 16 by 16. So it's basically going to be 2 blocks away from the inside and 2 blocks up from the bottom, which I don't get it. Like I feel like it's going to be, I feel like it's not going to be centered. I may be completely wrong, but I feel like it's going to be off. I don't know. What we'll do is I'm going to get the shell made on the bottom and basically 5 of the 6 sides, and then we'll start dicking around with making the 16 by 16 by 16 inside fit. So anyways, stick with me, we'll be right back. So we actually ran out of gold. And I built more than I thought we were going to need, and it turned out to not even be hardly any at all. So I moved this bad boy way out here. And if you ever want to just get gold, if you hold shift down there, see where it says or dictionary names dash or gold? That's, you just type in or capital gold, just like that. It has to be exactly like that, and then it will copy in. And then I was going to let it run and just pull everything, because fuck it, why not, right? But it was going to pull 10,000 pieces of ore, and the majority of it was going to be like iron and this other shit that we don't need. So I just went for the gold, and there was only shockingly enough, there wasn't a whole lot. There was like 170. So 174x is not bad. Hopefully it will be sufficient to get us through this. But I'm kind of shocked that we're chewing through gold this fast. So yeah, we might have a problem if I can't get all this in there. So yep. Anyways, I'm gonna keep pounding away at this, and we'll pick up a little bit later on. Okay, we have finished building most of the machine. I was a little stupid in the aspect that I didn't realize the 16 by 16 actually perfectly fits on an 18 by 18, because you lose a wall here and here and here and here and here, which basically means you lose 2 walls on each side, which means the interior is 16 by 16. Now the interior here can be filled up with 3 things: air, I think it's like a producer, or a provider, or a cell. Air, providers, or cells. And so providers and cells are kind of nasty to produce. So I think we're going to probably, and it's still running. I'm so happy. We're going to probably be going light at first, because there's no way I'm going to fill this up unless I use auto crafting, which we may just do. A lot of you guys have been begging me to do auto crafting, so I think we may just kick that in. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys are liking this series. I do want to give a big shout out to Sahada Blade Legion X, Star Wars Josh Smith, Coaster 99, Ronald Weasley, Oakley Thomas Tugger, Killin 8925, and Zatharian. Thank you guys so very much for your support. If you guys would like to join the membership club, feel free to click the join button down below. It'll get your name in the credits, get you access to early access videos when they're up. They're not always up, but they're up fairly frequently. You get access to those. Plus, you're helping support the channel. So if you'd like to help us get to 100K, please click the like button, leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.